Council meeting to order. The pledge will be led by Councilmember Barker and the invocation by Vice Mayor Wilson.
Heavenly Father, as we are again gathered this very warm evening to perform city business, please be with us and our staff as we continue to keep our community a great place to live, work, and raise a family. We want to continue our grateful thanks to everyone that has been and continues to be involved in the wildfire, the Woodbury fire, in the Superstitions. They're bringing it under control. We continue to ask for your assistance in bringing the rain to finally put everything out. We also ask for your oversight for everyone that will be working in the area to help recover it from this devastating fires. Finally, we ask for your continued protective hand for all our first responders of our community. We extend this to our military members and their families wherever they are serving throughout the world. Bring them all home safe each and every day. In the Lord's name, amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Mayor Surtee,
Here.
Vice Mayor Wilson,
Here.
Councilmember Barker. Here. Councilmember Evans.
Here.
Councilmember Rizzi.
Present.
Councilmember Schroeder.
Here.
Councilmember Struble.
Here.
You have a quorum, Your Honor.
Do we have a motion on the consent agenda, which most of the items we went over last night?
Your Honor,
Yes.
I move that the consent agenda be accepted as presented and that the following items be approved. Resolution number 19-20, authorizing data sharing, collaboration, and exploration of East Valley Regional Solutions to Homelessness. Resolution number 19-22, supporting the route of the North-South Corridor as detailed in the Pinell Regional Transportation Plan approved by the voters of Pinell County. The Economic Development Agreement with the Greater Phoenix Economic Council, GPEC, for the Economic Development Services for the term of 1 year and in the amount of $23,984, and the appointment of Councilmember Jeff Struble as the City of Apache Junction representative to the GPEC Board of Directors. The ratification of the purchase of 3 Dell VX Rail E560F servers and hard drives for the total amount of $166,606.19. The First Amendment to the Professional Services Agreement for copier purchase and managed print services with Arizona Office Technologies for a period of 1 year. The purchase of 8 replacement vehicles for the police department, 2 replacement vehicles for Parks and Rec, and 2 replacement vehicles for Public Works, utilizing the State of Arizona Cooperative Contract number UOG-ADSPO17-166124 in the amount of $379,413.77. The purchase of a Gannon tractor for public, wait a minute, got to get it up there. Come on. Yes, from public state contract number 140725 in the amount of $91,500, and the purchase of a fire liner for Public Works to be used as a water truck through the cooperative contract with Houston Galveston Area Council, contract number HT06-018 in the amount of $93,500.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Rizzi.
Yes.
Councilmember Evans.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Wilson.
Yes.
Councilmember Barker.
Yes.
Councilmember Struble.
Yes.
Councilmember Schroeder.
Yes.
Mayor Surtee.
Yes.
All in favor, Your Honor?
We have no awards, but do we have any announcements of current events? Start on this side.
Do I get to start? I wasn't here, I was on the phone at the last meeting, so I just wanted to mention that we had Logan Reichwald represented us at the National Rodeo, and he he did an amazing job representing Apache Junction in Arizona. He's a great young man, and look forward to watching him in the future. And then the AJ Kids Idol winner, Isis Schmitz, performed at the Chamber of Commerce banquet. She did the national anthem a cappella, did an amazing job again. And then just to remind everybody that the school will be starting here in the next week, and so kids will be out and about, especially around the school areas, so I'm sure the police officers probably will be out there watching in the beginning anyway. So people be safe and watch for the kids and make this a great year for them.
Chip?
You don't, okay. I was asked to represent the city of Apache Junction. Even though this facilities was physically located outside the city limits, it's Rose Haven Estates, right next door to your facilities there. But this young lady here, Krista, through the VETS program from Mesa VETS Resource Center, was given a facilities, a trailer that was completely revamped for her. She is from California, but she is a graduate of our high school here in Apache Junction. She's basically returning back home and has gone into kind of some hard times, and the California expenses got to her to the point where she just couldn't afford to come out here and acquire something. She made one telephone call, and the Mesa Vet Resource Center, and underneath also the Operation Enduring Gratitude were the two organizations that came together to give her this home. And her brother is here in Apache Junction, so she is here, who is now fighting some cancer. So she is now in the area, and we welcome her back home.
And with that,
Yeah, I did it again, I'm sorry.
It's her on the phone right now. Just thank us. Krista, nothing? Or you wait?
No, I'm good.
Robin? Any?
Just that I have to learn to turn off my
Okay.
phone.
So we're back to me then. Okay, we had an airport meeting this morning at Mesa Gateway Airport, and they had a couple, the food there is getting better. They actually have Macayos is going to be in there, and Panera Bread. And so a lot of people may just want to go to the airport to eat, which is the exact opposite of what used to be. The 4th of July happened since our last meeting, and I wanted to thank everybody for kind of toning it down in the streets. We didn't see as many aerial launches going on, I don't think. So thank you for everyone for cooperating there. We also want to thank, remember during the downturn a few years ago, we were going to not have the 4th of July fireworks, and Republic Service, they stepped up and paid for the fireworks, and they're still doing that. So we still need to continue to thank them. Another thing, folks that have lived here a long time will know this next gentleman. We kind of have our own Edward Abbey that lives here, and his kids went to school with my kids. His name is Lyle Anderson, and he loves the mountains more than anybody. And he does something where he goes into the mountains and he picks up, right out here in the foothills, he picks up broken glass and cleans up the trails. And he's made this, and this is like a pop top. And he made this, and he wanted us to give it to the Woodbury firefighters. But, they were from all over. There was no one place that we could give this to. But it's a thank you to the Woodbury firefighters, and it's got the Dutchman on it, and it's made out of glass and pop tops that were found in the superstitions. So I'm going to give it to Councilmember Rizzi. If you could give it to our firefighters and just tell the story of why it was made, because a lot of them, I think they did help. So maybe that can be on display somewhere.
sure, that's pretty cool. We'll have to thank him.
And then some big news, nationwide news, our own swimming pool, our own community pool was selected in the top 10 in the whole country, I think. Bryant's going to have more details on this, by Leslie's Pools. And we're the only one in Arizona, I think. So that's the end of my announcements. Bryant, can you finish on that?
Yep. Thank you, Your Honor. Brian Powell, City Manager, for the report today. I just wanted to extend my huge thanks to the Apache Junction and our community. We were recognized for an outstanding pool in the top 10 of the country by Leslie's Pool. And you'll notice some of those pools are some public, some private, some are resorts. To compete at that level is just incredible. And it really takes a partnership. It's on school district land. The revenue and the money that was invested, has been a 20-year effort, was collected through lots of means. I hear stories about the penny drive. I hear stories about the utilization of many precious resources to make this happen. And we are thankful for the ability to use all the revenue towards just the pool and not buying the land because of the school district, and then the innovative ideas that were done to help build that. So it was super neat recognition. We are able to report that the Woodbury fire is now 100% contained, which by definition means it's not completely out yet, like the Vice Mayor said. And that SALT reports its properties in the area were not damaged. And so we're very, very thankful for that. And we're so thankful for all those who came and helped and protect our area. Again, July 4th, super successful at the high school. And we again thank the partnership we have with the school district and Republic Waste for their sponsorship. And we will, as Councilmember Struble said, we will be having a greater presence from the police department as school starts in our different schools across the city over the next few weeks. And believe it or not, it's almost time for another free dump week. August 5th through the 10th is our next quarterly dump week. So I wanted to make sure the community was aware of that, and if they have questions, can go to our website and see that. That concludes my report, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. And the pool just got recoded this year.
It did, yes, it did.
Presentation, discussion, and possible consideration of approval of the extinguishments of portions of Forest Street from Tomahawk Road to Vista. Raquel.
Good evening, Your Honor, Mayor, members of the City Council. Raquel Schatz from the Public Works Department, here to discuss actually three resolutions, 3 extinguishments. I'm going to try to do this in one presentation. So for resolution...
Did I read them all now?
Yeah.
I'm going to read the other 2 then so that she can go right on to the next.
Yes, you should for public hearing.
Discussion for the extinguishment of Wagonwheel from Junction to Tamarisk. And then number 13, from portions of Desert View from Mockingbird to Roundup. So those are the 3 she'll be talking about.
Correct. All right. Quick background, the city has a whole bunch of these federal patent easements. We call those FPEs for short. Back in 1938, Congress approved all these federal patent easements, which gives the city, it's pretty much a grid area, gives the city the rights to use them as roadways if the city does deem so. So they could either be in a 5 acres or 2.5 acre parcels. They just did this for future growth for the cities. All right, so the first one is Resolution 1915, Forest Street alignment. I call it an alignment because there's no actual physical street there. If you connect one point to another from one side, it was called Forest Street for some reason. So in this one here, it's bounded by Tomahawk and Vista. And you can see that SR 88 cuts diagonally right through that, that extinguishment right there that's shown in the yellow on the map on the right-hand side.
So that's the end of the first one?
Yep, that's the end of the first one. Any
Okay, so,
questions?
do we have a motion on that one? Or any discussion?
Heck, we're still looking at maps. Motion, okay,
I'm
Your
calling
Honor.
for a motion on the first
Okay,
one.
I move that extinguishment for portions of Forest Street alignment from Tomahawk Road to Vista Road be approved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Evans?
Yes.
Councilmember Rizzi?
Yes.
Councilmember Struble?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Wilson?
Yes.
Councilmember Barker?
Yes.
Councilmember Schroeder?
Yes.
Mayor Surtee.
Yes.
You have a,
And then item number 12, Raquel?
Yeah, yes. All right. So the next one is Resolution 1916, so Wagonwheel Road, from Junction Road to Tamarisk Street. This portion here is to help with, I guess, the home builder that just purchased the property. The layout, because of how it's cut and diagonal, needs that access there so they can place their house in such a way so that they can see the mountains and have their houses face Goldfield and they can see the views out there. So we had no objections for any of the utility companies. And all the parcels abutting agreed to this extinguishment.
Okay, if there's no discussion on this one, I'll ask for a motion again.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I move that the extinguishment for portions of Wagonwheel Road from Junction Drive to Tamarisk Street be approved.
Second.
Roll call?
Vice Mayor Wilson,
Yes.
Councilmember Rizzi,
Yes.
Councilmember Evans,
Yes.
Councilmember Barker,
Yes.
Councilmember Schroeder,
Yes.
Councilmember Struble,
Yes.
Mayor Surtee.
Yes.
Unanimous, Your Honor.
Number 13, Desert View and Mockingbird.
All right, so last one here. It's Resolution 1917. This is, I mislabeled that one. This should actually be Desert Vista Drive from Roundup to Mockingbird. So currently, right now, it separates a mobile home park. The mobile home park is called Golden Acres. All the maps, everything that we've shown, it shows that it's already been previously extinguished. However, there are no records whatsoever that it was actually extinguished. So the city's working with the applicant to go ahead and take care of that issue now. So it's a mobile home park in the area between Meridian and Delaware, just north of Superstition. So none of the utilities had any objections to it. This is only we're only extinguishing just the roadway purposes of this easement.
Just for clarification, since it was thought it was there, but there was no record of it,
Correct.
who brought this to our attention, or is this something the staff found, or?
The applicant did.
The applicant.
They brought it to our attention in request and trying to find the actual resolution of the extinguishment that had taken place a while ago. However, the city didn't have any records of it ever being extinguished. We followed through with Pinal County. Pinal County didn't have any records as well either. So the city's working with the applicant and trying to correct this issue.
Yeah.
So it showed up on a deed or something, like it was still there?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. That's it.
Okay, if no further questions, I'll call for a motion, and remember that it is Vista, not View.
Your Honor,
Correct.
Yes.
I move that the extinguishment for portions of Desert Vista Drive from Mockingbird Street to Roundup Street be approved.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Rizzi,
Yes.
Councilmember Evans,
Yes.
Councilmember Barker,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Wilson,
Yes.
Councilmember Struble,
Yes.
Councilmember Schroeder,
Yes.
Your Honor. Mayor
Yes.
Surtee.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have a motion on upcoming council dates?
Your Honor, I move that an executive session at 6 p.m. and a work session at 7 p.m. be held on Monday, July 15th. No.
You want to go to August, yes, good.
Yeah, I'd say that's the wrong date.
We got the wrong date on there.
Today.
Twice she's.
August 5th
August 5th.
Should be 5th and 6th.
and 6th.
Okay, be held August 5th, 2019, an executive session at 6 p.m. and a work session be at 7 p.m. be held on Tuesday, August 6th.
Yep,
That's all right.
yep.
Yes.
2019 in the City Council Conference Room and City Council Chambers located at 300 East Superstition Boulevard, Apache Junction, Arizona, respectively.
Roll call?
Just gotta remember.
Councilmember Schroeder,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Wilson,
Yes.
Councilmember Barker,
Yes.
Councilmember Evans,
Yes.
Councilmember Rizzi,
Yes.
Councilmember Struble,
Yes.
Mayor Surtee.
Yes.
Unanimous, Your Honor.
Joel, so there's a situation going on where we may have another executive session, but we can just, as long as we post notice on that, we can have that in between these meetings, correct?
You could make a motion tonight, but you can also not make a motion, and we could do a special posting.
Because we don't necessarily have a date yet.
You don't
That's
have
why
a
we're
date
not
yet.
gonna make it
It
tonight.
depends how much more we do.
We'll
in
just
executive
make sure that we do all the legal posting on that.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. This is the, this is a time for the public to express requests, communications, comments, and suggestions. Each speaker must have already filled out a request to speak form and handed it to the city clerk before the end of the city manager's report. All issues shall be presented in a professional manner without personal attacks. Under the open meeting law, the council cannot engage in discussion on the issues presented, but may respond to criticism and may direct staff to follow up with the speaker directly and/or place this matter on a future agenda for council discussion. There's a 3-minute time limit for each speaker. I have one, and it is Tom Olick.
Hello, Mayor and council people. How are you doing? I'm Thomas Olick from 503 East Montebello. Just basically wanted to explain that I wasn't here so against you guys. I'm for the city of Apache Junction and always have been. I'm just a person that is caring and forgiving and do understand some of the things that you guys come over. One of the things that brings me to here is seizures. That's what I have, and then some of my past comes up and some of the things that arise of my knowledge and the things that experience that I've had. One of it was the things that I filed to Superior Court in Pinal County, and that was for not being able to adopt a dog. I worked at Animal Control, you guys know, for 8 years. You should know that I'm a good dog catcher and caring person. I also explained and taught other people how to take care of their animals correctly. This was disappointing to me, at least, for Judge Fuller to dismiss this or allow or wanting me to file again after I already had for the $300. I cannot afford to keep filing and fighting. I've seen that you've hired a firm from Phoenix. This was against this matter of me filing for the discrimination. That's why I was disappointed for Judge Fuller. I did voted for Judge Fuller, and I did regret it. So I just want to at least let the public know and let you know about it if you have to bring your case to Superior Court. The other things I'm looking for is you should be happy of the master plan that we created 20 years ago. What I'm looking for in the future is more open land beyond 60, beyond Old West, and keep going out. This would be good for the public, for young people that are looking for jobs, and Nike and different places that are going into different cities. So if we can request this from the state, that might be a big plus to us. The reason why I'm bringing this up is for a desert trail that goes around the city of Apache Junction.
Right.
We hold that
That is
land
the-
around there.
That's the 3 minutes.
Okay.
Would anyone care to respond? I believe on the plan, there already is plans for trails all through the city and around the city, so that is being addressed. So with nothing else, then we will be adjourned.